I've been kind of giving a brief introduction about the stream up until now. I've been following that stream, and I've been through all this, and I've come to the point where I myself have tried some of these things and experienced. So I just want to share my own experience because it works, and I'm still in the process of making something that works optimal. A little bit close. About Tesla, there is a guy living today called John Bedini, and he's been collecting a lot of these inventors using his technology up until now. There's about 50 maybe, and he's been demonstrating videos, many of them. And there's about 40 episode called Energy from the Vacuum series, so you can learn and see how it works. One of these devices is a kit. So John Bedini has a patent, but he didn't make it with a license. He made it public domain, so everyone can access this patent. So that's also one way to do it. You don't need to have no patent. You can choose. So whoever produced this thing don't have to pay any license. So anyone can do it. We can do it. What he also did was to create kits. So you could buy a small kit with all the parts, and you would have the description, and then you can put it together on your own. So then you would learn how this technology works. Now, I have made one of these kits, and my proposition is I can show you tomorrow how it works, so you can see it. And I can connect some meters, so you can see what this technology of Tesla, what it is, and how it works. I just have a little request, because I'm missing a little transistor that I destroyed yesterday. So if we have it, we can see the spikes that you will get. But if not, I can still show you, and it will still sort of benefit.
What transistor do you need?
It's a 2N3055.
Can you be more specific?
No. It's a power transistor that, yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Or if you have an MJ, I don't remember the name of it, but there's another one that's also possible.
The 2N will be fine.
Yeah, it's a very normal one.
Instant manifestation.
Yeah, so I've been trying to... Okay, yeah, so then you know. So while I've been working with this, that was maybe 3 years ago, or maybe 4 years ago, I was making this device and trying to understand what happens, and watching this energy series, Energy from the Vacuum. Very, very informative. And I'm starting now to understand what really happens. Like, what is energy from the vacuum? How does it work? How is it connected to quantum mechanics? How is it related to our physical dimension? How is it connected to other dimensions? So I know what I need to understand to make it work. Because one way to make them optimal is to tune them. Because when you work with frequencies, you have to find resonant frequency or harmonic frequencies. So you can connect with kind of the peak energy. And Bedini talks a little bit about calling it a bell curve, and you try to kind of trial and error, but I'm currently using a method where I'm getting help to be very specific about what components to put together to make sort of like a tailored version. So at the moment I'm working on powering an electric bike. It's an engine of 1,000 watts. It's a kit you can buy and convert to any bicycle. But the power source, you can be more creative. At the moment I've been using 4 car batteries because they were, disposed on the with wrecked cars, so you can buy them cheap. And I would use one of Bedini's, how do you say, mainstream or published chargers that you can buy that would use this technology to rejuvenate the batteries so they would be in a better condition. That's one of the benefits of this technology. It reverses the destruction of the batteries. So I've been working with that till now. There's also a solar panel, like a unit you can connect to solar panels that will charge with the same Tesla technology. It's called Nikola Tesla's impulse technology. So there is something already that you can buy. This is not very sort of efficient, but it demonstrates the principle and the technology. So for me, it's been sort of verifying, and I've been measuring more energy coming out than what I've been putting in. Like I would charge a battery with 5 and I would get out 8, for example. But considering the whole system, it was not efficient enough. But this number can be 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000. It just depends on how well you tune the system. So that's
we built the SG10 in Spain.
That's quite big.
And I think one of the solutions to the whole Bedini problem, and I was just talking to another gentleman earlier, is to switch out the standard coils with rodent coils. In particularly rodent coils wrapped around organite.
Yeah. Well, I'm using minerals as well. Like you've been talking about crystals. What I'm working on now, currently, and I can show drawings and try to explain it, but there's many different minerals that you can resonate with. For example, in silks, there is some quartz. And if you use 100 megahertz, for example, it will resonate with the quartz, I think, or some other mineral inside the rock. And then that is what's important to make it work with the energy from the vacuum. So if you have an iron core, it doesn't work. You have to have this mineral in the center. So the workings of crystal is very important. So this is like a development from what I've learned through Bedini and what I've now been able to gather from information from myself and from where I get help. So tomorrow I was thinking just to show the principle, and it can be very technical, so you just have to bear with me. I'll try to be more...
It's okay, Lisa's a scientist. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill it.
No, but it's good to try to explain it in a general way. So,
what's your name?
Audun.
Speaking of crystals, where's Smokey up to?
Smokey!
Okay.
He answers when you call him. Come here, boy! Oh, sorry. Want to show you pictures real quick?
There are some drawings there if you want to see. This is the electric bike. This is the rig for the energy, for car batteries. So this is what I've had right now. Here is this Tesla solar charger that you can connect to solar panels. And here's the battery bank for a solar panel. And this is a first version of a bit complex, but it's a free energy device that I haven't put together. But it's too complex. It's a bit like this. I feel like it's too complicated to put together. It's too expensive. So I'm currently going for this version, which is extremely simple. It's just a few components, but I have to be very specific at tuning it correctly. So now we've been able to find out the very kind of ideal components that work together. So I have to just see, I have to verify this now and see how it works.
What do you see as being the some good uses for what it is that you're trying to create?
Well, this is to produce free electrical energy that you can use for cars, households. You can even use this energy to make you can even use it to make hydrogen fuel. If you run this electrical current through water, this also have a benefit of releasing the hydrogen in a much more efficient way than just using normal 12 volts current that they use now, I think, for the kits for cars. So it might be something that you could also use to make like just water.
Sure.
Water has a lot of resistance, so if you don't put any salt in it, you need to have a system that can take that. So if you just tune it for that, it might work. You just need to resonate with the molecules of the water in the right frequency, and then it might be a simple job.
What is it that you need to bring this to life where you are right now with it?
Well,
Is it-
for this one, I just need to machine this cylinder that's going to be in the center of the coil, which is just a small piece. So I need someone who is able to do machining with rock. So I'm still looking for someone.
Okay, we have that.
But do you have it here somewhere?
We do in Canada, we do the same process that we're doing with our engine conversion. We get somebody who can do CAD drawings, and we create the specifications and measurements. We send it, we have them create a few, and then ship them over, and then you show that it works, and then you provide it with the resources that you need to get them out into the people's hands that could use them. So,
Well, I'm going to do this on Wednesday, Brian.
okay, I'll be ready by Tuesday.
No, but there is a possible person living 1 hour south.
You already have the access.
Well, I just have to get in touch with him. Or if someone knows, I mean, I can test if this is a good person to
Does
use.
it have to be round?
It has to be cylindrical form, like a cylinder, about 25 millimeters in diameter and 75 high. And it has to be silt, brown silt. I have the rock, I just need to
I
make
have the
it.
diamond saw, but I can't do a circle.
Okay. I'm not sure, I think it's someone working with rocks, like professionally, with jewels, or might be able to do it, or someone machining with like metal, that you can use the same rig to make this cylinder. And I guess you have to do some rough cutting first.
Do angles first.
Yeah,
You can do that.
you can do it.
I can do that.
Okay.
Or you can help me do that.
Sounds like you two guys are the top.
We can find out.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Get the gravestone worker.
Huh?
Get the gravestone worker.
A gravestone worker.
Maybe. Yeah, they're.
Try to do gravestones.
They can do the root preparations, maybe. Yeah, they can chisel out the root shape.
They drill it out.
That could also be. You just have to make the drill with the right diameter then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can machine first with the right, and then. Yeah. I guess I can. For me, it's. I can maybe fine tune it because the length of the wire that goes around. I know what the resistance should be, so I can probably just make it a little bit shorter, a bit longer. So I'm not sure if I need to be 100% accurate. But, I don't know how precise I need to be because it's it all goes together. If you don't want to have, usually you would have a lot of small things here and there to tune it, but it drains the whole system. It makes it weaker. If you can just use what you need, it's ideal. So you just have to be precise in a way. But this is off-the-shelf components you can buy. It's just this thing that's most complicated, but nothing more. So I feel it's a very simple thing that can be easily remade. But I just have to find out exactly. So, but I think we're very close now. So.
Let me ask you a question. Are you scared what might happen to you once you get that right?
No, that's a long time ago.